here tonight as Aaliyah Boston and as Mitchell off the screen.
MVP in this league.
We'll see Gray inside for Wilson, who was too take it right at her. Sets up Howard.
The MVP.
If you go, the Fever led for most of the night. And Indiana tonight is trying to snap Vegas since the 29th.
You make an adjustment, and then
here is the MVP.
It's between 12 and 11.
On Tuesday, grab an offensive Hammond. And here is Boston.
TOs, blobs, and slobs.
And an all-star. Young see it, not in time. It's a shot.
If you can make.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, flips it to Howard.
But in the last few games against the Dallas, a bit better. Stephanie White before the game saying the basketball, the ball's been moving better.
From our partner at WTHR, we'll have for her to have to watch these games from the side.
Playing the long run here, long game. That is Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah Boston's in all stats.
Here's Kelsey, mid-5 possessions. Here's Asia Wilson.
Actually going right because she's a left-handed player.
Very important, but it doesn't actually count.
It doesn't count on any stats, right?
Correct. So far, the check hasn't arrived. Former teammate in Alyssa Smith. Boston goes. Saw a double team. Kick out. Check. Here's Mitchell left wide open.
Off that pin down action.
All sorts of space for Asia. Triple team bounces for Howard. So confident as Jackie Young put in Minnesota. Here's Kelsey, First Cup championship game. She had 12 hot to close out the month of June.
I think you go all in, and she
Shifty gets to the rim. Young lines up in there, ball on the floor. Shot clock violations have that shot. Young has to get
hands digging in, making it
a very rare miss. Mitchell's got 7 in the first. Boston driving on Wilson. Getting here in the first quarter. Asia Wilson.
Shoulders past Wilson's.
Is one of her very this season from the free throw line.
Definitely a key in getting to the line. One.
In that one. Lloyd whips it. That's their first turnover here tonight. They did
that action, but because mid the ball inside, and again back.
Wilson trying to locate Boston. Beautiful.
Turnover ratio is tremendous for
here tonight. Here's Smith backing in.
Skill and upside.
Evans led Las Vegas bench this year. Here is Evans. She is runner up to. Here is McKay.
Athletic.
McDonald turns the corner.
Reading that.
Anna did not start the season with. Here's Jewel Lloyd way.
Oh, good read.
Double team.
And all of those things
in the 2025 draft. So the
people players for Stephanie White. That
Colson crossing over, gets in. Excuse me, have been just an unbelievable Fever, maybe even more so than
them throws off the rhythm of the team
from outside of the painted area or the free throw. They're on an 8-0.
Dana Evans doing a good job getting skinny.
Wilson already has 10 points. Gamecock on Gamecock, and Wilson. McDonald back on the attack. It's been McDonald on the controls. Wilson, one foul.
Except for Asia Wilson on that play. Vegas.
Wilson from the baseline. Mitchell, beautiful passers. Only players tonight, Chelsea Gray, so she will have to check. Finds Boston. Indiana is shooting 63. Gains possession here for the Aces.
Oh my goodness, come on!
10 points here 1 week ago. Now it's Boston. Drive.
Boston lately, I mean, I just see the capacity to play is
lives. They're reimagining health.
Right now, they're just really strong.
And almost their entire offense is
on Mitchell.
Boston high-low. Help lead the Fever.
She's just an incredible Fever. This is my 20th with a Fever.
With her.
Hasn't invited us yet for All-Star, but we're
still aggressive in the first quarter off the script. Indiana is shooting 60 right up the gut. Hand off high and getting to the rim at will. Now Smith ducks in on a star-studded Aces team here. Tamika catching Zara, and it just continues.
It's the detail.
That missed free throw right there was Indiana.
They were to start the season, and we kept saying we didn't see that. It's right in front of you.
Here's Jackie Young, just flips it up. It's inside, kick out Boston. Listen, the first half. 4. Here's
I mean, you got to dig in. When she puts it on the floor like that, you got to spend the biggest target, right? You expect them to play.
Fever have done a tremendous job of stifling the buzzer that she just kind of had to hoist up.
Good job by the officials.
Just a couple of years ago in a season.
Looked like zone. Matching up.
Howard in double figures already. Flips it. Thought about the three. Drives on Boston. Fever built expected team with championship medal too.
Into Indiana's bench with KK Tim stays together.
And here's Lexi Holt. A lot of them. Timpson. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond.
Enough, you might as well play zone.
Mitchell just tips it up there, gets an offensive. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets inside.
Now Indiana's got to do it.
Young pulls up, Las Vegas, bounce pass inside. Mitchell
Looks like up close.
pulls together a masterful performance. Mitchell through a double team, bounce pass Howard. Austin with 4 fouls. Over, Wilson hangs, Wilson for less than 4 minutes. Lexi Holt up
13, which is more than anyone
tonight.
I think it's zone on makes, man.
God, here is Kelsey Mitchell.
No, it's business all the time.
Which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen, clears some space. The Fever fans. Comes away with it. Cunningham gets another shot. Can't hit on a three. This time Nye on the drive, gets inside. Wilson, and it's Lexi Hull in the center jump. Kick ahead. Mitchell off to the right. Nice job of responding.
Oh, nice.
Of the night here. And she is players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. Up by 18, and it pays off.
In attendance at WNBA.
Far for the Aces. Asia Wilson Mitchell circles, kickouts.
Vegas has gone back to make sure you keep that lead.
Here's,
So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
there was a foul off the ball. Initial surge from the Aces has a cross-court pass. Beautiful find, Jackie. Where she looked for her first scoring and an opposing.
29 points for Wilson. She's now off the floor.
Here's Colson on the drive, hesitation with a bucket here.
Game with a celebration, I might add that.
Here is the vet finding some space.
Williams and Kayla McBride to 5.
Hull. Maybe just a late whistle. That at times has had some trouble.
That's what Stephanie White's.
Here is a Leah.
1 points per game without her. 18.
Fast does it happen?
6 assists. Good. Lexi Holt, good hand down to 3. Great pull. She left Dallas. WNBA moves fast. And her former team.
Playing with nothing happening.
That's happening. And launches at things we see Clark run so much off of. For pass. Smith charging in. Straight game in which Steph got clock down to.
It's the ball pressure.
He crosses over. Hull, catch and shoot. Cut in here from Indianapolis for the just hounding Jackie Young. Forces it here tonight.
Details through the
A minute when she's on the floor. On the floor. Part of the engine of this offense. Without their best player, as Smith, Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night, whether she'll play or not. Just about the entirety of the evening.
Might as well send it in game so you don't have to say.
Here's Smith working this evening. And Boston. By the book, how you have with 11 and 10. McDonald off the screen. Boston 2-12. Here's Nellis in the midst of their longest road trip of the season for Las Vegas. Dolson step back. Score pass here is Mitchell. Give her 25 here in game number. Dolson running the floor with Timpson.
Understands the schemes. Like
for making that move. Donald came down with it.
Is down to come back to Indiana. So lock.
Gets it just in time. They gave it to her. They did give it.
Lexi Hull.
If I was Lexi Hull, I'd join her Holmes. Here is Bell. The Aces are shooting at 20. Down again. Timpson fading over. Have followed up.
Wondering what they would look like.
Indiana left of those advantages. And again, not easily over the Aces since a shot in 5th. Questions on whether there would be. Got clock down to 5. Howard in double figures already. Flips it.
Vegas.
Young kick out. Wilson thought about the 3. Drives on Boston. Rebounds is going to have to take an early seat. Fever built. Aces have responded as you would expect a team with championship medal to.
Now you get deeper into Indiana's bench with KK Timpson.
Here.
Team that parties together stays together.
And here's Lexi Holt. Here's Kia Stokes from the corner. Won't take a lot of them. Timpson. That's a frustrating one if you're Hammond.
Isn't good enough, you might as well play zone.
McDonald misses. There's Howard who just tips it up there, gets an offensive. Shovels back here for Mitchell. Mitchell drives by, Stokes gets in.
Tempo and rhythm of the game somehow.
To work when you can't.
Now Indiana's got to do a
passing lane. Young pulls up. One run to start the third quarter here for Las Vegas. Bounce pass inside. Mitchell.
throw on Kelsey Mitchell's head and see what it looks like up close.
Wilson is putting together a masterful performance. Mitchell through a double team. Bounce pass Howard. Picking up there in the backcourt. Austin with 4 fouls. Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson point lead down to 13, and it took less than 4 minutes. Lexi Hull up
Corner threes. She's made 13, which is more than anyone.
right at 50% coming into tonight.
The zone gets set up. I think it's zone on makes, man up.
Got a piece hole, hits the deck, kick out. Here is Kelsey Mitchell. Not when she's playing.
No, it's business all the time.
Foul call on Kia Stokes, which immediately sent Las Vegas back. Mitchell off the screen, clears some space, hung up on the rim, tantalizing the Fever fans. Misses the layup. Lexi Holt comes away with it. Cunningham gets another shot. Nye can't hit on a three. This time Nye on the drive, gets inside. So it's Wilson and it's Lexi Hull in the center. Jump leaves it short. Hull, kick ahead. Mitchell off to the ring. And has done a really nice job of responding.
Oh, nice. I think Becky Hammond's been using a lot.
12th free throw of the night here. And she is Donald on Evans here in the backcourt. 2 of the quickest players in the league. Here's another Kelsey Mitchell. You don't often see that by a team up by 18, and it pays off.
1,000 fans in attendance at WNBA.
And what's been a disappointing night so far for the Aces. Asia Wilson outside of Wilson. Mitchell circles, kickouts.
Well, now that Las Vegas has gone back to lead, right? You want to make sure you keep that lead. It's not attached, and she's in drop coverage. So you pull up at the nail and you stick it.
And there was a foul off the ball. 20. An initial surge from the Aces has. Gray, cross-court pass, beautiful find. Jackie in a building where she played. Look for her first scoring in an opposed.
29 points for Wilson. She's now off the floor. Not off the floor. She started Sophie Cunningham.
Here's Colson on the drive. Hesitation. Indiana can match their largest lead of the night with a bucket here.
Who also was a great leader in the locker room post-game with a celebration. I might add that.
Here is the vet finding some space.
Well, and the Fever held Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride to 5.
Gets inside, whips it out to Lexi Hull. That initial contact is where the foul was. Maybe just a late whistle. Full here for this young team that at times has had some trouble.
44 points for Las Vegas. That's what Stephanie White's order.
With Caitlin Clark on the floor, 19.1 points per game. Without her, 18.
How does she see? And how fast does it happen?
6 assists. Perimeter defense, which has been so good. Lexi Hull, good hand. Shot clock down to 3. Gray punt pick on Monday to get her. She left Dallas. Life in professional sports, certainly the WNBA moves fast. And her former team.
She's got 4 fouls. Too much dribbling with nothing happening.
Chelsea Gray jumps in to steal the tap and launches a Donald off those double screens we see Clark run so much off of. Gray cross-court pass. Smith charging in for official stats, but this is the third straight game in which Steph, while she participates in America, got clock down defending like this.
It's the moment at the top, like that right there. Lexi Hull keeping the ball pressure.
He crosses over. Hull catch and shoot. Cut. What a night it's been here from Indianapolis for the
By McDonald.
just hounding Jackie Young. Forces Donald is a plus 27 here tonight.
Details through the
Minutes. Fever winning a point a minute when she's on the floor. Becky Hammond, all bench players now on the floor. Their biggest star, the engine of this offense. Talented teams in the league without their best player. Smith at LA on Saturday, where Indiana led for nearly the entirety of the night. We'll see on Caitlin Clark whether she'll play or not. And they have been there for just about the entirety of the evening.
So you might as well send it in game so you don't have to set what they're doing when they get technical fouls.
Here's Smith work Las Vegas. This has been resounding here this evening. And Boston. This is by the book how you have to 18. Howard a double-double with 11 and 10 tonight. McDonald off the screen. Boston 2 here of the season as well.
Out Mitchell and Boston.
Here's Nalisley. The Aces are in the midst of their longest road trip of the Seaver. Game number 2 of 5 straight on the road for Las Vegas. Dolson steps back. Cross-court pass here is Mitchell. Points per game in her last 4. Give her 25 here in game number. Here is Colson running the floor with Timpson.
Teammate understands the schemes. Like
real credit to Kelly Crosskoff, Amber Cox for making that move. Look there from Colson. McDonald came down with it.
Can grab you, and she turned some other franchises down to come back to Indiana. So McDonald credited for a block.
Away by Bell. Oh, gets it just in time. If they gave it to her. They did give it.
You do that, Pat. You take care of it for Lexi Hull.
If I was Lexi Hull, I'm the mark. Offensive rebound. Joyner Holmes. Here is Bell. The Aces are shooting at 20. Here's Timpson. Shot clock winding down again. Timpson fading over. And the Fever have followed up that.
We were wondering what they would look like.
Indiana Leffer have been much more protective of those advantages. And again, not easy. The Fever earned their first victory over the Aces since it's the lowest a Fever opponent has shot in 50. Well, there were some questions on whether there would be